space, and it's really wonderful to be, hey everybody, to be in this different place in the different space that we're talking about. And I was at where was I? I was at Jamba Juice the other day, and it was really cool to walk into Jamba Juice, and on the wall it had their fundraising opportunities.
Wow.
So if you're a nonprofit, are you looking for fundraisers? This is what you need to do, and so they would support you in selling their juices, their cards, and the percentage goes back to your organization. So that was a really simple one.
Yeah. I don't think people realize how many organizations really will do that. Like,
Hmm.
now I don't know that they're all posting it on their walls when you walk into their facility, but there are a ton of places. I know for sure, like Chick-fil-A does it, and Five Below even offers like a night where all the sales that come in, a percentage of it would go to people. But I will say those are fundraisers. And we've been talking to people about sponsors.
Hmm.
And I've been trying to help people see there's a difference between a sponsor and a donor, or fundraiser, even. Like sponsors are usually the ones that you tap into when you have an event. And that event will bring them certain things. And we talked about some of those the last time, like visibility, potential employees, opportunities for them to entertain their guests. Um, so I think today we were thinking about just kind of, talking more about the why sponsors. Why?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes. And it is. It's like why choose sponsorships, and why are sponsorships people choosing you, right? Why are the
right.
sponsors choosing your organization? And what is it that they want? And what is it that you're going to give them other than the things we talked about last week? And so as we were talking about um, the fundraisers, so your event is actually a fundraiser, hopefully, but it's more of a publicity and marketing opportunity for the sponsors.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, how many people do you have? So one of the things we need to look at is why sponsors come to organizations to get publicity, is they want to know why they should come with you. And one of the reasons why they want to come with you is because you have this huge following, this huge social network, this huge community following. And it's really important to them, because that's one of the questions they're going to want to ask is, who are you reaching out to? Why should we come to you versus going to some other organization that's doing something similar? Or even that they could be doing something totally different. But what they really want is, I want that publicity, right? And so as we were talking, I was simply thinking, when I was going back to the Jamba Juice, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be an ideal if you were able to get a event sponsor and also to tie that fundraiser in and say, okay, event sponsor, one of the publicity things you're going to do is we're going to be giving away 1,000, say for instance, Jamba Juice certificates, right? And it's going to be saying that it's because and you're going to partner with them. So you're going to get more publicity because you're going to be partnering with our organization and with Jamba Juice. So maybe we're giving away the Jamba Juice cups. Inside the cups, we're going to do couponing, and inside the cup will be your coupon, right?
Yeah.
So they want to know why and what's going to be your large range, that their footprint, shall we say, that you're going to
Yeah.
get from working with you.
I think they also want to know who are these people that you're reaching out to. And they want to know the who, because what the who does is the who should be the very people that they're also trying to attract. And
Hmm.
so we've had conversations with you before about how you don't spend your time entertaining donors, sponsors, anyone whose message is contrary to your mission.
Hmm.
So if you are a substance abuse, facility or counselor, you don't, partner with Anheuser-Busch.
Hmm. Right,
you know,
right,
it
right.
doesn't give the right message.
Mm-mm. And another thing you really got to key into, and when we don't realize this, is like they want to know who is your population that's coming there. Is it women that are health conscious? If there are women that are health conscious, then that's who you need to be targeting. Other groups and funders that are into health? Is it all about the kids? Is it what's the age group? What's the ethnicity, right? They
Yeah.
also want to know is what's their buying power. Because when you really think about it, they want to know how much money. Because when you think about marketing, the companies that's going to be sponsoring you, they want to sell their product. So they
Yeah.
want to know how much disposable income do these people have? Are they planning on buying a house in the next year? Are they planning on buying a car? What is it that they're going to be spending money on? And so that's some of the things you really need to hone into when you are starting to look at who your sponsors are going to be and why you should partner with them. And then also one of the things I think we forget about is what's the benefit for your organization. Sometimes we just want the money, but it goes more than just you getting money from them. You could really benefit from
Yeah.
those sponsors in a long term.
Yeah. I'll also will add to that is when we're thinking about what's the benefit to us, we do kind of stop at the money. But what if we're partnering with an organization that's also new and they don't have, I mean, like they could have deep pockets, but they don't have very many people that they're going to be exposing us to. Is that really going to help you? Yes, it may help you to fund your event, but I can't help but to think of that what is it, that wise tale. You give a man a fish, you feed him for one day, but you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. And I can't help but to think that that is also true in a situation like this, where if you pick sponsors to help sponsor your event, but they're also just as new as you are, and they have just as few people and they don't have the exposure. Is that really the best fit for you? You
Mhm.
know,
Yes,
so
and I think that's going to go back to which one of the things we're teaching in the membership club is your pitch deck. It's like, what is your pitch deck? So to make sure that you two are aligning with each other, you're going to learn about them, and you're going to learn about you. And there's something else we're going to be going over this month is that we're like, okay, we're going to have an event and we're going to send this out to everybody. But you don't need to send out all your information to all the sponsors. You want to get those ones, like, put a lure out there, put a
yeah,
lure out there and let them take a little bite. And then you give them more and more. You don't give them the whole enchilada because that could be overwhelming. What
yeah,
you're trying to do is you're looking for sponsorship, but you're building a relationship. So that's some of the things we're going to be teaching about. How do you build that relationship? How do you align with what you're doing and align it with sponsors?
yeah. I just want to say one very last quick thing, and then I'll be
No, we'll be
probably
done.
look, probably not, but one last very quick thing. We too often, as the business owner and the founder of the nonprofit, we too often operate out of a fear of lack, a fear of lack of money, a fear of lack of people helping, a fear of the board not being supportive, a fear, a fear, a fear. And I believe that when you come from that, when you realize there's an abundance of everything you need out there, an abundance of donors, an abundance of sponsors, an abundance of grant opportunity and money to be had. I think when we come from a place of feeling that abundance, then we can like really sit back and be more objective as we're trying to grow our nonprofit, as we're trying to build our sponsors, build our donors, and then we can like come from a place of authenticity. That might have been a lot, but I think that when we get there, we'll have clearer whys, this sponsor, and we'll feel good about it. Yeah,
Mhm. And I think when you started mentioning that word that came to my mind is desperate.
yeah,
Sometimes we feel so desperate. Oh, I got to get this money now. I got to get this money now. We do need the money, of course, to run our nonprofit, but we need to be very strategic about it. And
yeah,
so everything we need to do is be strategic. So, like you said, we coming out that authentic. We're coming confident. We're coming, what like we have something to offer you. Not that we're just asking for a handout. This is a relationship and a win-win situation. So,
yeah.
and
And
that's
I
one thing we
like
have to
that
learn.
we're coming from a place of we all have something to offer,
Yes.
and we're all going to benefit, and we're all going to contribute. So Excellent. Yay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And so I just want to do this. I am so excited because we're working on a new program. So in the membership club, we're doing sponsorship, but we're creating a pure, clear sponsorship program, which is so exciting. It's going to be an extensive program. The club, we're working on it together, but it's going to be a long, wonderful program. So you guys look out for our upcoming sponsorship course, just all about sponsorship. So
Yeah.
this was great. Thanks for listening. If anybody had any questions, you please feel free to ask, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon. If you
I,
want to
I,
know more about it, hit the link below. Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say next week we should talk about the club. Next week we should actually just like have people help them to understand how deep the club goes into these things. We'll just do it 1 week, and then
Okay, that sounds good.
we'll do a deep dive into the club so people can understand.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan. Yes. Okay.
All
Sounds
right.
good. So it was
Okay.
good talking to you. And if anyone has any questions, you can always email us at Vanessa at nonprofitfoundersclub.com. That's Vanessa at nonprofitfoundersclub.com. You can click the link below, learn more about it. If you have any questions, need any support with starting, building, growing, getting funding for your nonprofit, make sure you check out the Nonprofit Founders Club.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to seeing you. Take care.